Hey there, so I wanted to share today a fun rock-inspired cut crease eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have this NYX eyeshadow base primer. I like to use this whenever I'm doing any like major eye look. And I gotta say, when you're using an eyeshadow primer, I feel like there's no need to put like 1,000 gallons of it on your eyelid. Like, I feel like that is way too much product on your lid. And if anything, it's gonna make the lids crease even more because you're putting a ton of product, even if it is a primer. And I'm gonna go in with a powder, and I'm just gonna set that with a powder. And I find it's really important to make sure that you do this step. Do not skip this step. Anytime you're going in with powder eyeshadows, you really just want to make sure that you're going in on a matte surface, because if it's wet and sticky and you put it on, it will become splotchy and really hard to blend. So definitely make sure that you're setting that base with a powder. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with, I'm using my Maskcara Beauty palette here. These are customizable, so you get to pick and choose. So I just plopped in colors and stuff that I'm going to use for this eyeshadow look. So I'm going to go into this color here. It's kind of it's called Bubba. It is a light neutral. And I'm just going to go into my crease with this color. And the key to doing the cut crease is making sure, I'm really just gonna do a half cut crease here today, but the key is just to make sure that you build these layers when you go in really slowly. Like, you want to make sure that you're going in and it's not like heavy. You kind of really do need those layers of like a lighter color and work darker and darker and darker. And you can see I'm going all the way in with this color, and I am getting up into this. I have a little bit of a hooded eye, so if you see me naturally, you can still see a little bit of my lid, but not too much of it. And then my fold, I've got a little bit of a fold, and so I have to be really careful and make sure that I put crease color in up higher than like inside where that crease is. So you will find that cut creases are really perfect for hooded eyes because you're creating a new crease. And what this does is it creates more lid space. So you can get that really great pop of color on the lid that you usually wouldn't be able to do if you didn't do a nice cut crease. Okay, going to another color. This is called Lullaby. And again, I'm just gonna tap into that, dust off my brush, and I'm gonna build this on top of that Bubba. So this one is a little bit more mauvey. It is a little bit deeper of a color, so you can see how it shows up a little bit more because of the deepness of it. And I do bring this in as well. So now I'm going to go into another color. This one is called Philly. This one is a little bit of a darker brown. It is a cooler brown, and I'm just going to stick it right here on this outer edge corner. Okay, now that I'm done with the Philly and I've applied it, now I'm going to go into another color. This one is called Salem, and I'm taking this color with the blend and tap brush, the flat side, and I'm going to tap into it This is really good brush to use for like packing on color. It does a really good job. So I'm gonna place this right here in this corner like that. And then I'm just gonna tap. Like this. So I'm gonna make sure that this is getting right in there. I want a good amount of product, just like that. And then we're just going to take it and blend it out into this crease as well. So then you can take, once you've packed it on like that, you can go back in with your eyeshadow everything brush and just diffuse it a little bit like that. And then you can take the small end of this brush, go back into that Salem and connect the bottom like that. Just like that. So again, you just want to make sure you just keep this lifted and clean. I can go back in with that lullaby color, that purple color on the top, and see how that just adds, make sure that it keeps that mauve color there. That's so pretty. All right, and I'm gonna do that to the other side. So. So I'm gonna go in with my multitasker brush and I'm gonna use my eyeshadow base in white. And I'm just gonna take some of it. And we just make sure that we're tapping small amounts. I'm not getting any more product on my brush. And then we kind of stop right there. I'm gonna take my blend and tap brush and I'm gonna go into the color that I'm using. If you're using a matte shadow, I definitely suggest setting it with powder. But if you're using a shimmer, you can just apply it onto the stickiness. So I'm gonna take this color here. This is called Bayou. And I'm just placing it on that flat side of my brush. And then I'm gonna place that all on this white. Same multitasker, and I'm gonna get right up as close as I can on that line. I'm going to take that Salem color again on my eyeshadow everything brush, tap it off, and we're just going to blend out and soften. All right, so now another step that you can take. I'm just gonna clean this brush off. I use our Houdini brush cleaner. It's a dry brush cleaner. It works amazing. And I can like clean my brush brand new and then use it immediately. So I'm gonna go into that, that Philly color, which was that darker brown that I had. and I'm going to tap into it. And I'm just going to outline this edge. So see how that did that? Really cleaned it up and created like a heavier brown color right on the edge. See the difference between this eye and this eye? Like it really just finishes it and creates that really sharp line. And then I'm just gonna make sure, taking that lullaby again and just making sure that top edge is blended out. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean the small end of my brush here. And I'm gonna go into this color here. It's called Unicorn. And we're going to really make my eye pop by adding it to my inner corners. And my brow bone, just right under the arch. See how that just kind of created this like lift. So that is that. A rock inspired cut crease. All right. And now all the last thing you'd have to do is your lashes. And falsies if you want to put falsies. I'm going to finish the look by adding my cheek. This is a Dahlia. We're going bright pink. And then, so I'm going to take color here. This one's called Black Cherry. So I'm gonna take Black Cherry. On my lips, and now I feel like I'm rocking that rock star look. So I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. If you try a cut crease, you can see how it's given me actual lid space. So you get to see a really good pop of color, even though my lid is only like really small that you can usually see. So lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get color matched for my face makeup, the info is down below. I can do that and you can get your custom compact. If you want to just shop the eyeshadows, you can go in there, go to the palette builder and build your own palette and create an eyeshadow palette that you like. And I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.